Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome to the Love Layouts video hub. Myself and some other talented ladies will be sharing awesome projects today about things or people that we love. So be sure to check out all of their links, which I'll have listed down below. So today I'll be doing a 12 by 12 layout and I will be adding some mixed media to my background. And here you can see the photo that I'll be documenting, which is of my husband and myself. So right now I'm just going through this mini kit from the Secret Not Secret Kids Club, and I will pull out just 2 of these pattern papers that I'll be using today, and my background will be white cardstock. Now I will go ahead and list the items that I use on my layout down below, and most what I'm using is from the kit. If there's anything from my stash that I use, I will let you know. Now here I pull out some metallic gold stencil paste along with that stencil, that heart stencil, and both of those items are from my stash. And I will be adding a strip going down the center of this white cardstock using that gold paste. Now I will go in a little later on and extend that strip just a bit more. You will see I did stop at the bottom in a V pattern, and I will extend it out a bit later on in this video. So a little tip I can add about using stencil paste or texture paste through a stencil, whether it's on an art journal layout or on a scrapbook page. Go ahead and dry your stenciled work before you apply any more, and that way you will prevent any smudging of any of the work you already did. And I will go ahead and do that in just a few moments with my heat tool. And here I'm just applying some splatters using a small paintbrush, and I am using some black India ink. So next I'll begin working on adding some layers behind my photo, and I will put this aside to dry completely. So in this photo, my husband and I have been married just about a year, and we are both just laughing so hard and having a lot of fun. And I just love this photo so much. And this layout is about how much I love my husband even today, 25 years later, and how much I love this photo. Every time I see this photo, I smile. I look at it and I smile, and I think how important it is to be able to laugh and have a great time with people that we love. So right now I am going to go ahead and mat my photo on these 3 layers. And I decided on this orangey red mat right behind my photo, and you can see my photo is quite busy and colorful. There are lots of people in the background, and it was taken at a park, and it's not a very formal picture. We just sat there and was laughing about I am not sure what. It was so long ago, and one of our relatives took that photo. So right now I am going to go ahead and cut this pattern paper because I will be using the outer edge as a mat behind my white cardstock that I worked on earlier. And I will also use the part inside to go ahead and mat my photo. And that way none of this pattern paper is going to get wasted. I will also use this corrugated white cardstock that you're seeing on the right side of the frame, and I will mat my photo on that next, and then I'll add the black background with the arrow, and I will go ahead and prop up my photo on some foam tape before adding it to my background. So in order to mat this white cardstock on that pattern paper, I needed to cut it down a bit So I'm taking 1/4 of an inch off one side. I will go ahead and actually turn this the other direction because I do not want to cut off the design at the peak on that bottom. So I will take off a 1/2 inch on this side, and here I'll take off the other 1/4 inch, and now I can go ahead and mat that on my pattern paper. So here you can see I'll go ahead and mat the photo on the middle of this pattern paper instead of on the edge. And that way I'll go ahead and save the 12 by 12 size just in case I decide to use this as a background, as a mat for another cardstock later on. Now, this is a kit that I am trying to use as much as I can and get as much layouts as I can out of it. I do have the unboxing for this kit as well as any other layouts I've done so far with it. I will have those links down below if you want to check that out. So I really hope you guys are enjoying all of the awesome projects posted and shared with you all today. If you are, please go ahead, comment below, let me know what you think. And if you are new to my channel, be sure you take a look around. If you like what you see, go ahead and consider subscribing today. So I decided to use the foam thickers that came with this kit, and I am adding my title that says You and Me, and I also added those X's and O's at the bottom of the photo. And I will go ahead and add some foam tape before I add my photo to the background. So right now I'm just gonna go ahead and pull out some embellishment pieces that came with this kit, and I pulled out some wood veneer hearts as well as what looks to be a cut file, but it's actually a stencil, which I'll explain a little more later on in the video. And I will also pull out a banner that says yes to this, and that's what I'm doing right now. And you'll see the X's and O's will eventually move its way down the page. It will not stay right under that photo like it is right now. So next I will add in some strips of pattern paper, and this is actually some scraps that I had laying around. And I will add a strip into the left side, and I will add 2 banners underneath my photo. So right now I'm gonna prop up this heart that says love on some foam tape because I wanted it to overlap the other hard wood veneer piece just a tiny bit. Now this floral piece that you're looking at right now looks like a cut file, but it's actually a chipboard stencil from Heidi Swap. And I did get this in my kit. I went ahead and used a lot of it to mat my photo on a previous layout, which I'll have linked down below. And here's the remainder from that stencil, and I will go ahead and use it on this layout today. Now, it was completely white, and I went ahead and colored it in using some distressed crayon in the color Picked Raspberry. So I went ahead and added a tiny cluster down below to the lower right off the page. And I also brought down the X's and O's. And I will go ahead and add some more splatters and some tiny word phrases from the Tim Holtz book. And I did add 3 of them. One says collect beautiful memories. The other says and so the adventure begins. And the last one would say love with all your heart. And I did tuck one of them in between the layers behind my photos, so everything is not just flat down on the background cardstock. And I will have some close-up shots coming up towards the end, so be sure to stick around for that, so that way you can see close up what everything looks like. And right now I am adding a few enamel dots, and this is from my stash. These are from Doodlebug, and these are black enamel dots. And then I'll go ahead and finish up my stenciling that I mentioned before, where I completed the strip that comes down to the bottom, so it looks a little bit more finished. I felt it was not balanced enough the way it's looking right now. And I will also add a few more splatters. So be sure to go over to all of the other links and channels listed down below in my description box. I will also have links to other videos using this kit like I mentioned before, as well as the unboxing. And I hope you guys enjoy this process today. I want to thank you all for watching, and until my next video, bye.